Hello everyone, this is Praveen Puram from Atlanta. So we are in the celebrations banquet hall, and the Aspire is the group which is conducting a very unique event which is about menopause. So I have Dr. Nandini and also Dr. Gandhi along with us, and we will get to know more about what is this menopause and how it impacts the health of the Indo-Americans as well. Dr. Nandini, I think you have been doing a wonderful job of really conducting this event and bringing some awareness to the community. Talk about this menopause, and I'm sure that this is not spoken quite often in our community. So why did you get this thought in your mind, and what you wanted to tell the community?
Sure. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And today we did a Menopause and Perimenopause Symposium, which has often been like one of the important stages of women's life, but it's often not talked about. And as a primary care physician, I've been a primary care physician for the last 10 years, and I did obesity. And a lot of times, like for me, the definition of menopause and perimenopause is when the women, so-called healthy women, start seeking healthcare more often, like complaining about like joint pains, fatigue, and a lot of times we do all these labs and everything is normal. So we just tell the patient like, hey, everything is normal. We just tell them on the face, but there's a lot more to that. And I just wanted to bring an awareness about like what this is and how can we help this woman go through this.
So, Dr. Nandini, what age groups you find this to be very cautious, typically in our community?
It's not about caution. It's about everybody goes through this. It's a natural process, but no one really talks about it. We just deal with it in silence. Any woman over 40 years can be going through perimenopause, and sometimes we see it in early ages, like more than 35. We've been seeing it more often. So it's all about like a lot of things go into that. Thank you.
Dr. Gandhi, welcome to this event as well. So tell about how you are here and how you have combined with Dr. Nandini, and what are the ratio in the Indo-American community, how many people come and undergo this treatment. Just tell more awareness for the community.
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, I just want to say for Dr. Nandini, she's basically a trailblazer, and I see patients from the Indian community all the time, and I would say less than 10% of them focus on menopause and midlife care. So the reason why this is important is because it affects us physically, mentally, and also for our future morbidity and mortality. So when you go in to speak with a physician, you're a lot of times looking at objective numbers, things like lab tests, but menopause is one of those clinical conditions that require a in-depth conversation with your physician so that you can go into the menopause stage period confident that you're going to be as healthy as possible so you can manage the symptoms.
Dr. Nandini, you see many of the patients on this menopause, especially because people are worried about their insurance, right? First of all, they'll be worried about what will be my copay, what will be my this, and so how do you tell the community to be very cognizant about that health is important rather than insurance?
Exactly. So there is something called generation wealth. We all are like more worried about the generation wealth, but no one is really worried about the generation health. If you don't have generation health, you can't get generation wealth. So it's very important, and we accept all the insurance plans, almost all the major insurance plans cover it. And a lot of times, like I would respect what you have and stuff, but like don't take these high deductible plans, because you end up paying a lot more than what you if you take a plan, especially if you're above 40. Just choose a health plan which is like more appropriate for you. Put the health first.
Thank you, Nandini. Dr. Gandhi, do you have roots in India right now, and where are you from?
Yes, I'm from Gujarat, so I was born in Ahmedabad. I came here and actually settled in Ohio. I do have some extended family members still in India, but women's health has been my passion. I'm a urogynecologist by trade, and my main focus is on women's health.
Dr. Gandhi, last question I wanted to ask. How much effort has been put? You know that you have been doing this for the community, and being in media, I see this is a very unique event what you are doing, and I see there is a value in it. I know that you have put a lot of efforts. So tell us more about what triggered to have this conversation, especially for the community.
I think that when we don't talk about certain conditions, then we're not aware. And one of the things that Dr. Nandini has done is that she's assembled a group of specialists that deal with menopause and menopause health. And what she did was she planned over a long period of time. She decided that, we're going to bring together the greatest minds that we have available that understand our community, the unique challenges that go into the Indo-American community, and also talking about the specific issues that deal with us specifically. So I feel indebted to Dr. Nandini for putting such an amazing event on, and I'm really impassioned. The crowd was amazing and asked a lot of great questions. So I hope that inspires all of you to seek out a professional that specializes in menopause health.
Thank you, Dr. Gandhi, and thank you for doing this for the community.
So we've heard a lot of great information today about HRT from all the doctors. What I find with each of my clients is that we have to build a healthy foundation first to make all of these things work for us.
Good afternoon, Dr. Kurana. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
So, if you can tell to our viewers where are you from, so that it will give a good context for us.
Absolutely. I am Neha Khurana. I grew up in Haridwar in India, and I have been in the US since 2002. So Atlanta is primarily home now.
Thank you. Dr. Kurana, today we have spoke about menopause, right? So most of the community, I know that it is evolving. So this particular diagnosis, when you go for a doctor on the yearly checkup, so this, how do you ask the doctor to know whether you're diagnosed or not?
Well, first of all, thank you for being a man and being concerned about menopause. We greatly appreciate it. Well, menopause is a clinical diagnosis and it varies from woman to woman, so no two women's experience is going to be the same. And we've heard today about the menopause societies. The best way really to get the diagnosis and get the conversation started is to find someone who is certified and will take the time to listen to you and address your specific concerns.
Thank you, Dr. Kurana. And I'm also sure that most of the community will not be really dare enough or bold enough to talk about this. And I would like to know more questions. For example, how it affects, what kind of the symptoms it might. Just wanted to know whether it impacts on health, on heart or kidneys, or what kind of impact you see, a low-level diagnosis or the mid-level or the high-level?
Well, that's a good question. And again, menopause is very different from woman to woman. Everyone's experience is going to be different. It can have an effect on all of your organs, on all of your systems, including your mental health and your cognitive functioning, which is your ability to execute, learn new things, memory, focus. It can have an impact on your heart, on your kidneys, on your metabolic health in terms of diabetes and hypertension. And there are a lot of specialists who can sort of combine all of this for you and help you break down and understand exactly what you're going through.
Lakshmi, I see you are the MC of this event, and she has great energy, and bringing these kind of events to life, right? It adds value. Lucky you are the one person I see you are very, very energetic in the community, and I'm sure that doing these kind of things people might be open to you to talk. So how did you feel about this event, and what was the response you saw when you were talking about it?
See, this is something that a lot of women don't come forward because from ages they've been told that you have the energy, just take it, sustain it and move on. But for me it has always been working for the doctors. I've always felt that there are some topics that women don't talk, and first they don't even pay priority to their health. So for me, Dr. Nandini Sunkireddy, actually I'm so glad that she listened and she said let's do this, and we said let's put it out there, and I was very happy to see the amount of response we received today. All the women, I thought that they will be here for a few minutes and they leave, but you know what, it is on their mind now. The trends is changing right now, so the women are trying to now think that, okay, their health is also important. It's not just the whole world, but themselves too, because they take care of themselves, they'll take care of the whole house. So I feel so good when I saw the women asking questions, listening quietly, and taking in all the information. We are looking forward to doing many more. So this has given us the encouragement to, call doctors like Dr. Kurana, and then Dr. Nandini, everyone together for them to come up here and give this information. It's amazing. So my energy is nothing compared to the amount of, information that they're bringing it to the patients and to the people.
Excellent, Lucky. We are very lucky to have you, Lucky. Right?
Thank you.
Dr. Kurana, last question I would ask. In your visits, like the patient comes to your area, so how many cases you think from the community comes for these kind of diagnosis?
Well, I am a specialist, so most patients are referred to me by their primary care or their OBGYN, and that's why it's really important to see someone who is certified in menopausal health and women's health, because as a specialist, I get cases that have gone beyond just the normal transition of menopause to experiencing some depressive and mental health symptoms. So it's really important to focus on all of the aspects, including your mental health, and it's really important to see someone who is certified so you can get guided in the right direction, because it's not an easy topic to talk about, and it's not an easy topic to acknowledge, and there's a lot of denial about what a woman is going through at a certain age in her life.
Excellent, Dr. Kurana. Don't you think that, if you see our mothers and, their mothers, we don't even know very specifics about it, but don't you think this is a natural cycle of any woman? And because I could hear this since last 3-4 years more, during the Women's Day and all those kinds of stuff. So why do you think now we are specially talking about it? Do you think because of the food and all?
Well, yes, I think diet and nutrition do have a role to play in menopause and its experience. And yes, you're absolutely correct that this is a phenomenon that has been around for as long as humanity has been around. But I think a lot of things have changed. Our social backgrounds have changed. A lot of the social support systems have shifted, especially for those of us who have left our families of origin in India and immigrated. We have left behind a lot of our social connections and a lot of our generational wisdom and wealth that would come from talking to our aunties and our grandmothers about what their transition was like. And I think that it is a good thing that we're hearing more about this. It's not that it's a new phenomena, but we're becoming more aware, and the men in our lives are stepping up and are becoming more aware of what we're going through and truly wanting to be good partners, because that is where the health of the family and the health of our next generation lies.
Thank you, Dr. Kurana. Thank you, Lucky, for bringing this awareness. And I'm sure the last question would be, considering the young generation, right? What is the message to the community?
I think the message to the community would be to empower each other and empower themselves, to be willing to take risks and go out there, ask the questions that you may be afraid of the answers even to know, but to really kind of go out and tackle all of the issues without fear, without stigma, and without shame.
Thank you, Dr. Kurana. Thank you so much for spending time during the weekend and giving awareness. It's not so easy. And that's all about this menopause, and excellent event conducted in Celebrations Banquet by Dr. Nandini and her colleagues. And, this was amazing, and it is more needed, these kind of initiatives, so that everyone will be safe and healthy. Thank you all.